Welcome to PSXtreme, the latest video game column in interactive entertainment, featuring news, views, and opinions on Sony's first foray into the video game market, the PlayStation. Scheduled for national release on September 9th, the PlayStation will not come packed with a game in order to keep the retail price at $299. Instead, it will include a sampler disc featuring playable demos of a number of new titles. Titles launching with the system include Ridge Racer, Toshinden, and ESPN Extreme Sports. This month, we will take an advanced look at a few of these titles in preparation for our full coverage of the launch next month. Namco's Ridge Racer, widely regarded as Sony's answer to Sega's Daytona, is an intriguing racing game developed in Japan. Although the game was packed with the Sony PlayStation in Japan, stateside you'll have to put up a good $60 to experience the first-person 3D action. Ridge Racer features 13 different cars to choose from, with each car having its good and bad points, such as handling and acceleration. The actual game includes a number of tracks, although there is really just one track with some extensions added on for extra difficulty. Herein lies the main problem with Ridge Racer. It was a great pack-in game, but with only one real track, it is debatable if the game is worth the price of admission. On the positive side, this title is a faithful demonstrator of the PlayStation's 3D rendering speed. It's a near-perfect arcade rendition. Another interesting feature is that the PlayStation loads the entire game into its memory, so it allows you to insert music CDs and use those as the background music. All in all, Ridge Racer is somewhat monotonous in execution, but sizzles with 3D pizzazz. The fate of the world is in your hands as Sony's first internal game, Kalik, the DNA Imperative. It seems that the evil Dr. Kim has stumbled onto a terrible DNA configuration and is threatening to destroy the world by creating savage monsters. You suit up in this first-person 3D game a la Doom and search those long corridors for keycards and clues to the whereabouts of the DNA. The frame rate of this game is silky smooth with hardly any slowdown. Still, the concept of searching through confined corridors for keycards becomes tedious after a few levels, and the enemies are not very impressive at all. In the end, Kalik is great technology impeded by a tedious concept. Namco's Big Daddy, Tekken, will be making its way onto the PlayStation this fall. Tekken is an incredible 3D fighting game which can be described as Virtua Fighter with texture mapping. Great attention has been paid to this title as the arcade unit actually uses the PlayStation hardware. Hence, the home version is arcade perfect, resulting in a very gratifying experience. Crystal Dynamics recently announced their new line of sports titles, Championship Sports, and its first title, 3D Baseball 95. This motion-captured baseball title uses proprietary 3D technology and over 700 Major League Baseball players. With photorealistic stadiums and narration by CD's Vanderl Wright, this game looks truly stunning. These first images of the game look too good to be true, and they are. Although the game now runs on a high-end Silicon graphics machine, it'll be interesting how it looks on the home platforms later this year. Scheduled for release on the PlayStation and Saturn, the game stars Claudia Christian of Babylon 5 fame. Sporting a frame rate that will make you break out in sweat, this game looks extremely hot with in-your-face action. Although these shots are just early images from the game, we hope to have more information on this title next month. 3DO's little green friend Gex will be sliming his way onto the PlayStation in early '96. It was recently announced that Gex is the biggest 3DO seller to date with 250,000 copies, and it was no surprise that Crystal Dynamics will be moving him over to the other next-generation platforms in the near future. Finally, we couldn't help but give you another look at Psygnosis' incredible stock car racing game, Destruction Derby. This game, which was one of the true bright spots at the recent E3 Expo, will crash its way onto the PlayStation in late 1995. We will have more information on this title next month, along with some other PSXtreme information. Until then, happy gaming!